Namaskaram, ladies and gentlemen. It's a great privilege and pleasure meeting you once again in the continuation of our topic pragmatic leadership. In the last session, we have discussed about the concept of personal productivity, which is decided by three factors basically. If you want to progress in your career, you need to constantly use this checklist in order to figure out whether you are really making a significant contribution to the organization you are working for. So going forward, we will discuss how the leadership qualities have to be groomed and then contribute to the personal productivity over a period of time. So now we will see briefly how we can improve upon our personal equity, which we have discussed in one of those videos before. Personal productivity is directly proportional to the kind of value that we add to the organization. We have also seen the value addition is coming from three contributions we make to the company, irrespective of whatever position that we are working. We may be a clerk in the accounts department, but we can still make a difference to the organization. Or we may be a president or CEO. So irrespective of whatever position that we are holding, this concept of personal productivity is equally applicable. So moving forward, the personal productivity and personal equity leads to the next question, that how do I really decide what value I am adding to the organization, and what way my capabilities are connected to the value addition I make to the organization I'm working for. So there's an interesting concept coming from the science of Six Sigma, which says mathematically you can express value, although it's not a mathematical equation per se, but you can express the value in terms of a simple mathematical equation. Let me try and explain. It is explained in my book in the introductory chapter. So value is directly proportional to the utility multiplied by convenience divided by cost. It's a very simple equation that the value addition of a person is directly proportional to the utility. What do you mean by utility? When you buy a cell phone, for example, in the earlier model of the analog mobile phone, we had a very limited number of functionality. In the sense we can make call and we can receive call. At the most we can exchange some messages, text messages with the people concerned. But if you really look at the current smartphones, it has got enormous amount of functionality. Sometimes it is even very difficult to figure out how many functionality we don't even know. So it has been said that the latest smartphone capabilities is utilized only to the extent of maximum 5%. So with the result, the rest of the capabilities are underutilized. In the same way, every individual has got the capability of adding value through multiple kind of contributions. So like the smartphone has got the utility, human beings also has got utility. So as I mentioned that the utility of a smartphone is measured by the amount of functionality it has got. More the functionality, more value it adds. Similarly, if a person has got more functional capability, that means he is adding more value to the organization. So that means utility is a terminology which is expressing the ability to add value in a multiple context. Coming to the second part of the equation, we said the value is directly proportional to convenience. What does that convenience really means? Many a times, most of the human beings are generally very difficult to deal with. They don't flow with the events of organization, flow with the events of life either. So that means it's very inconvenient to deal with them. They make a blocking statement at the moment any kind of requirements are coming from their seniors. So they think always negatively. That means they discover reasons why something cannot be done. So when the person is of that kind of a negative frame of mind, which we in psychology we call it as an attitude, that means it's not very convenient to deal with that person. And even if you are giving him some kind of a responsibility, there is no guarantee that he will be able to complete on time. That means there is a reliability issues involved in the people concerned. So going forward, we are going to discuss more in detail when we are getting into the personal leadership aspects of pragmatic leadership. I will discuss more and more in detail about the how to improve the convenience of our kind of a relationship. So coming back again to the definition of the value that person creates in the organization or even in his personal life is directly proportional to the utility. And we will discuss in more detail what decides the utility going forward. So utility multiplied by convenience means how easy for us to deal with the person, which is decided by the attitude of that person, how he is really thinking positively across all kind of situations. And then what is the denominator? So the denominator, I said it is cost. So why the cost is appearing in the denominator is because at what price this person is available for hiring in the organization. So value is directly proportional to the utility, meaning higher the utility, higher the value you can add to the organization. The second part we have said is value is directly proportional to the convenience. It is more convenient to deal with that person, then his value goes up because convenience is on the numerator side of the equation. On the denominator side, we have the cost, at what cost is available. So in summary, the value addition of a person is very important for him to progress in his career in the organization. We'll see later what connection this aspect has got anything to do with the pragmatic leadership as a whole, leadership in general. So that will become more and more clear. So in summary, what we have seen in this video is that the personal equity is the person's value going up. So the personal equity will go up when the personal productivity goes up. Productivity has to go up, then the person must create more value, and value creation capability directly coming from the utility as well as the convenience and at what cost is available. I'm sure that you would have got some new insights in this equation for value creation and personal equity. Look forward to discuss with you more and more detail in the subsequent videos. Thank you very much. God bless you.